Welcome back, Divine Feminines. We're here to do your update. Yes, the times have changed. Stay tuned for the community post on YouTube to give you an update of what is happening with the lives with all the new changes, because I will be doing 2 jobs. Some things are shifting around. Members also will still get their lives, and there could be a time change. So stay tuned for that one. Let's get into your cards and see what is coming up for you. Okay, the first thing I was seeing is that some of you could have something going on in family at the moment. This could be your accommodation. It may be within a family unit. It could relate to a mother. It may be something to do with the moon. And I know in the first week we're having a moon in Virgo. And again, it can be where we're a little bit critical. I know we are moving towards the new moon in Aries, which is going to be quite passionate. It could be very fast paced. So we're kind of in the middle stage of this. You know, we're gearing up, moving towards that. And especially on the 12th, we particularly could have a major situation coming to a head as well. I particularly feel, you know, it's a really good time to get quite grounded, but I think you're actually looking outside the box at this point in time. And there could be something of a nature where you're leveling up and you're using your power in a different way. You may find that you're stumbling, but at the same time, I do particularly feel you're looking at your strength side. It could be you're having to assert yourself, or you're having to deal with something in a particular fashion that you're not necessarily comfortable with. Some of you also could be questioning, is there a karmic? Some of you may be aware of a karmic. Again, I don't feel it's an overarching energy. It was one message coming through, but it wasn't an overarching energy, or a heavy one for that matter. Yeah, I think this is going to be something positive. I think it's almost like opportunity is going to start opening up for you. Something to do with the past is coming back. I don't think that's a bad thing, though. I think, whatever this is, it's almost like a reward. I'm looking to the past position. It's almost like, feeling like you were cursed, feeling like you were never going to get the star, feeling like you weren't honored for who you really were, looked upon as the divine feminine. I think you're leaving that behind. I think you're trying to be as present as possible. But again, it does feel like a gift from the past is coming back to bless you. Yeah, what was taken? Nothing can truly be taken that is truly yours. That's what I'm being shown here. The cards that we've got is sorrow in the past, not receiving your full star. We've got theft. It was like it wasn't really taken from you. I'm hearing something borrowed, something blue. And I do feel the stars are shining on you at this time. So stay positive, because you're going to get blessings. In your heart, you're not really seeing it. You're not really seeing it that way. There could be some pain that you're going through. There could be some things that you're kind of looking at in the mix of it. You're putting your foot down. You're like, no, I know my benchmark. I want to be valued. I want to be the star of the show. If it's complicated, it's just this new chapter you're moving into. I don't feel this is leaving an energy behind. I feel it's leaving the old energy of who you used to be behind, because there's this new chapter. I do feel whatever this is, you're going to be happy. It's going to be a very positive change. Some of you, it could be that you're not happy with the circumstance that you're doing and you're having to move it about. Yeah, this is a brand new chapter. It's almost going to require a leap of faith. And it is something to do with the past, but it's coming back, and it's almost like you're going to turn over the leaf and have a new chapter. Some of you could go into negotiations. This also could be with your counterpart. Some of you also could have some light and clarity kind of lit in that area as to what this new chapter with this individual is going to be. Yeah, you don't want to be the strong one in the circumstance. You understand that part of this is necessary for divine masculine's journey. So on the enabling level, I feel that's dissipating. Some of you still could be pulled in that direction, but I really feel you're understanding that, some of these things had to happen in order for that individual to grow. I keep hearing it's a heavy cross to bear. There's something in your life very separately. I think some of you are feeling because there has been a lack of communication, and this will be for a pocket group of you, not all of you. It's almost like you're losing faith in it, but it's asking you, don't base situations on faith. Have a look around, because there is some really awesome opportunities coming your way. And usually it's within a detachment that we actually manifest things in. It's almost like we've thought. Virgo does that. It's had a beautiful chat with a friend of mine last week, and we were talking about the fact that on a level of cleaning, Virgos are immaculate. Aries, I do know, are quite clean as well. So can Libra. But my fellow friend was saying, look, I've got to get in and get those shredded chores done. And I was like, don't lie now. You love it. It can be, some people just take an absolute pleasure in doing certain things. That can be analytics, bookkeeping, tidying, cleaning, looking after the body and the vessel. And Virgo are one of those energies. But sometimes we do need to kind of give ourselves a break. We will be embodying that frequency collectively. It's almost like we needed to have a moment to take stock of what the last 4 years had been, especially with what has happened in the collective and your twin flame path. I wouldn't be surprised if abandonment came up, resentment, and then revelations of, wow, look how far you've come. This is a very different version of you. And some of those things can be really stifling, where we say to ourselves, look, have I been, because we're going to want to be really realistic. Sudden moving into Pisces is going to be almost like, no, tell me the truth. We're being that strict parent to ourselves within the 5D, within the 3D. And it's like, look, put your money where your mouth is. I want to see proof of this situation. So you don't want to physically have just the blah, blah. You want to have the forward steps. And that's where you're at this point in time. Yeah, otherwise you're just not like, you're not going into the fairy tale. You're keeping the fairy tale, but you're looking at the notion of a reality and a fixed value. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, you don't want no third party. There's no third party. You're like, look, it's not my job to fix it. Yes, I do empathize, I understand, but I feel some of you are working through a conflicting area inside your own life, and you feel it's kind of causing drama, extra burden, and you're trying to find something light. You're trying to find something to bring your vibration up, because you do feel if you keep doing this, it's going to affect your psyche. So there's something very separate that you're wanting to move into your bliss. You don't want to be the go gadget legs for everyone. You have some goals that are coming up, and I feel you're quite focused at this point in time. Yeah, you're nervous about this new chapter. There is some element of nervousness. And look, it's especially for those of you that are coming into communication, which is a very, very large possibility, especially between now and April. There's going to be a lot of things moving around. It's almost like sliding doors, I hear. And I do feel, ironically, this deck that I chose, I really feel for some reason, I'm seeing a lot of red coming through. I'm seeing healthy boundaries are necessary, creativity to really tap into that. But I definitely feel it's almost like you're having movements within your chakras at the moment. It could be a Kundalini. Yeah, some of you aren't actually giving yourself enough credit. You're feeling that you haven't learned a lesson, and it's actually saying you have. Sometimes we do get a bit fretful. We're like, gosh, if to date it's been so hard, does that mean the rest of it's going to be hard? And generally, when you're working through those blockages, it actually dissipates and it doesn't get more intense. It gets lighter because you have more resources. You look at things more practically. But there is a worry here. There's a worry that maybe a cycle's going to repeat. There's a worry that you're going to attract the same vibe. Talk to a beautiful subscriber. We had a reading the other day, and we were talking about when we have a broken heart, and we have been hurt before, and there's no person on the planet that hasn't been hurt. And the thing is, it was like, okay, so say we want love, and we can have the analogy of I want to grow a tree. I said, theoretically, if we did want that tree, and, we'd have to water it, feed it, nurture it, and allow it to go open, and grow to the sky. But we fear that if it grows, it will die and it'll fall down. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, but to even have that experience, to be in that vibration, we have to jump in the deep end. Otherwise, we're observing, somebody else having love potentially, even though we can be open to it. And it is in all things, but it's being present in that vibration to attract it in. Some of you are trying to block the 4D out. It's like, no, it could be psychic attacks, it could be dream states. I do feel you guides. For some reason, I feel you guides coming and screaming at you, but you're trying to block it out. It's like, look, I'm trying to find my purpose. It could be you're very 3D, you're very busy, a lot of things popping off. Okay, if you have been tuning into the karmic tune out of them, you might need to clear your energy. You might need to clear your home, because I do feel they're siphoning your energy at this point. A karmic doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can be a family member, an individual who's done you wrong. If they're in the lower vibration and you already have 99 problems, really tune out of that, whomever that energy is. It almost feels that we're going to be revisiting our vault of lineage. And this is particularly because we are moving towards Pluto moving out of Capricorn into the house of Aquarius. And I would say for Divine Feminine, we're kind of looking at it, and I do feel Divine Masculine's going to do this also. We're almost looking at it like, but this is what we do in our family. And they're those old stories and roles that we played in society as a child, be it a woman or a male. And we're re-looking at them and going, does that define me? What is my new purpose in my life? What, very separately to all individuals, who is this new version of me? And I feel like there's a beautiful rebirth here. But some of you are almost saying, I'm not allowed to do that. And I do feel it's due to conditioning. So break those butterfly wings out, set yourself free, and do things that are really recharging you, because I do feel you've got this brand new opportunity. Yeah, there is a solution. There is a solution. There could be an element of frustration, but the frustration is showing where the angst is on your side of the fence, not necessarily just on Divine Masculines, but I do feel there's an angst here. You won't need to wait too long. I do feel once you address that, I just feel that there is communication and movement coming in from the masculine's point of view, coming through inside your read. I would say that you're really leveling up, and, there is a little bit of hurt there. There's a feeling of sadness of the time it's taken, sadness of the things that you had to learn and the things that you went through, and it feeling almost like you're demanding justice, but really feeling quite disillusioned by such. But I don't feel it's going to remain. I do feel as you're detaching and you're pondering over that conundrum of what is my new purpose, I do feel this individual is coming in. We will check in next week. Stay tuned for the updates of what is going on here at Yildiz Readings 5D, so that you can get all your content. Remember to click the bell and subscribe, and come and join our members where we get the content pre-released and live sessions. Take care, beautifuls.